Selamat pagi saudara, DKI Jakarta menjadi tuan rumah pertemuan para gubernur dan wali kota dari ibu kota negara-negara ASEAN 2023. Dan pertemuan ini dirintis oleh Presiden Joko Widodo selaku Gubernur DKI Jakarta pada tahun 2013 lalu. Sebagai wadah untuk mendiskusikan gagasan dan praktik pengembangan, serta berbagai mekanisme untuk memperkuat kolaborasi di antara kota-kota di ASEAN. Mari kita saksikan langsung opening ceremony meeting of governors and mayors of Asian capitals dan ASEAN Mayors Forum 2023 dari Hotel Pertemuan, Jakarta.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. May peace be upon us all. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, and a very good morning to all of you. Thank you very much for being here in Jakarta, our beloved city of Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the meeting of governors and mayors of ASEAN capitals and ASEAN Mayors Forum 2023, hosted by the Jakarta Special Capital Region in collaboration with the United Cities and Local Government Asia Pacific. It is a great honor to welcome all of you here, policymakers, leaders, experts from all over ASEAN, exchanging views and ideas and collaboration at the city levels, and also to address multifaceted urban issue to ensure a fair transition to sustainable future through collective action. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Rahma Alia. It is a great honor to be the master of ceremony today, and also would like to express your gratitude for your presence, your support and contributions that will make this event a resounding success. And ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our event today, let me allow me to introduce and also welcome our honorable guest today, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, Her Excellency Retno Marsudi. Selamat datang, Ibu. And also would like to welcome the Acting Governor of Jakarta Special Capital Region, Mr. Heru Budi Hartono. Also selamat datang, Bapak. The Secretary General of ASEAN, Dr. Kau Kim Horn, welcome to you, sir. And also Secretary General of UCLG Asia Pacific, Dr. Bernadia Chandra Dewi. Selamat datang, Ibu. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests who are attending today's event in person and virtually. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this momentous occasion marks the beginning of the meetings of governors and mayors of ASEAN capitals and the ASEAN Mayors Forum 2023 here in Jakarta, August 1st, 2023. Please give a big round of applause to show the unity or spirit for this incredible morning. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let us start with our first agenda for today. We invite our first speaker to deliver the first welcoming remarks, the Acting Governor of Jakarta Special Capital Region of Indonesia. Please welcome Mr. Heru Budi Hartono.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera buat kita semua. Tentunya yang kami hormati, kami banggakan Ibu Menteri Luar Negeri Republik Indonesia, Ibu Retno Marsudi. Terima kasih atas waktu Ibu di dalam kesibukan Ibu sehari-hari sudah bisa hadir. Sekretaris Jenderal ASEAN Dr. Kau Kim Horn, Direktur Jenderal Bina Administrasi Kewilayahan Kementerian Dalam Negeri Republik Indonesia, Dr. Andes Afrizal SA MSI, Sekretaris Jenderal United Cities and Local Government Asia Pacific, Ibu Bernadia, para duta besar negara sahabat, para anggota Forum Komunikasi Pimpinan Daerah, Pak Kejati, terima kasih sudah hadir. Pak Kapolda atau yang mewakili, Pak Pangdam, para gubernur dan wali kota negara anggota ASEAN dan negara sahabat, Bu Menlu di sini juga hadir Ketua Apeksi, Pak Arya Bima, berkenan menyapa Ibu Menlu. Di belakang Ibu. Hadirin yang saya hormati, tentunya selamat datang di Jakarta, miniatur Indonesia dengan keberagaman suku, bangsa, dan budaya. Saya merasa terhormat menyambut Bapak dan Ibu sekalian selaku delegasi ASEAN Meeting, di mana hari ini adalah Meeting of Governor and Mayor of ASEAN Capital and ASEAN Mayor Forum 2023 atau MGMAC AMF di kota yang menjadi tujuan jutaan penduduk Indonesia untuk menggapai masa depannya. Tahun ini pemerintah Provinsi DKI Jakarta menyelenggarakan rangkaian acara MGMAC dan AMF 2023 pada tanggal 1 sampai dengan 2 Agustus 2023 dalam rangka mendukung keketuaan Indonesia di ASEAN yang mengangkat tema ASEAN Matters Epicentrum of Growth. Kami selaku pemerintah kota dan daerah di Asia Tenggara memiliki sebuah tujuan untuk mendukung keberlanjutan relevansi ASEAN dalam merespon tantangan kawasan dan global, serta memperkuat posisi ASEAN sebagai pusat pertumbuhan ekonomi kawasan untuk kemakmuran rakyat ASEAN dan dunia. MGMAC diinisiasi pertama kali oleh pemerintah Provinsi DKI Jakarta pada saat kepemimpinan Bapak Joko Widodo sebagai Gubernur DKI Jakarta tahun 2013. Sejak saat itu, MGMAC diselenggarakan setiap tahunnya, berotasi mengikuti keketuaan ASEAN untuk menyalurkan aspirasi pemerintah kota dan daerah untuk mendukung perwujudan visi komunitas ASEAN 2025. Sejalan dengan tema kekuatan Indonesia di ASEAN, MGMAC dan AMF 2023 di Jakarta mengangkat tema Catalyzing Regional Growth through Sustainable Development in ASEAN Cities, di mana kita akan berbagi ide, pengalaman, praktek terbaik, serta bekerja sama mendukung pembangunan kota yang berkelanjutan melalui pembahasan topik-topik prioritas terkait pertumbuhan ekonomi inklusif, transformasi digital, pembangunan berkelanjutan, dan aksi iklim. Tujuan pembangunan berkelanjutan serta tata kelola peningkatan kerjasama. Kami mohon kiranya pemerintah Republik Indonesia sebagai pemegang keketuaan ASEAN tahun ini berkenan menerima aspirasi kota-kota di ASEAN yang dibahas di dalam MGMAC dan AMF 2023. Kami percaya bahwa pembangunan kota yang berkelanjutan akan mendukung tujuan kita bersama, memperkuat posisi ASEAN sebagai pusat pertumbuhan ekonomi kawasan untuk kemakmuran rakyat ASEAN dan dunia. Tentunya Pemda DKI mewujudkan ini keberagaman dan persahabatan dengan ASEAN sudah kami tandakan pada tahun 2016 Bu Menlu, Pak Sekjen ASEAN, di mana kantor Bapak sekarang adalah diberikan dari aset pemerintah daerah kepada Ibu Menlu yang kami cintai dan diteruskan sebagai kantor ASEAN. Jadi pemerintah daerah sudah menunjukkan kebersamaan membangun persahabatan ASEAN dengan menandakan gedung ASEAN adalah diberikan dari pemerintah daerah DKI Jakarta. Semoga kantor itu bermanfaat untuk kita semua. Selanjutnya, mohon kiranya Ibu Menteri Luar Negeri Republik Indonesia berkenan memberikan sambutan dan membuka secara resmi Meeting of Governor and Mayors of ASEAN Capitals MGMAC dan ASEAN Mayor Forum AMF 2023. Selamat mengikuti MGMAC dan AMF 2023. Semoga Anda semua memperoleh pengalaman berharga selama berada di Jakarta. Demikian, sukses Jakarta untuk Indonesia. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us move on to our next agenda. It is my pleasure to call upon the Secretary General of ASEAN to take the place on the stage and deliver the welcoming address from the representative of ASEAN. Please welcome His Excellency Dr. Kau Kim Horn.
Excellency Reno Masudi, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia and ASEAN Chair 2023. Excellency Budi Hartono, Acting Governor of Jakarta Special Capital Region, Dr. Zafrizal Zal, Director General, Ministry of Home Affairs, Excellencies, Governors, Mayors from ASEAN Member States, Permanent Representatives of ASEAN Member States to ASEAN, Dr. Benida Aravati Jadra Davi, Secretary General of UCLG Asia Pacific, the United Cities and Local Governments, distinguished guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I am truly honored to be here with you this morning in this vibrant capital city of Jakarta for the meeting of governors, mayors of ASEAN capital, MGMAC or MGMAC, as well as the ASEAN Mayors Forum, AMF 2023. I wish to sincerely express my appreciation to MGMAC and AMF for inviting me to deliver these open remarks at this important event. The ASEAN Chairmanship theme for ASEAN Matters Epicentrum of Growth under Indonesia this year is highly relevant and important, given the increasingly complex and multifaceted external situation confronting ASEAN at the moment. While the region has gradually moved out from the COVID-19 pandemic, the international community continues to be threatened by rising inflation, extensive fiscal tightening, as well as the impacts of climate change, which have disrupted the production of global commodities and driven up food and energy prices. Despite these challenges, I believe ASEAN has emerged stronger, safer, and more resilient as a community. The region is expected to register solid growth. The forecast of 4.6% in 2023 and 5% in 2024. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, ASEAN today is home to over 670 million people and is the world's fifth largest economy, with a combined GDP of almost $3.7 trillion in 2022. Moreover, the region's population is slightly over the 51.2% urban threshold. Pursuing smart and sustainable cities development can therefore further contribute to greater regional growth and development, as well as greater social economic outcomes. In this regard, I would like to use this special occasion to congratulate His Excellency Joko Widodo, President of the Republic of Indonesia and ASEAN Chair for 2023, for the successful convening of the 42nd ASEAN Summit in Labuan Bajo in May of this year. Many of the decisions made during the 42nd ASEAN Summit related actions in promoting the capacity of cities and local governments, including, among others, protection of migrant workers, development of electric vehicle ecosystem, the need for digital transformation, the building of climate and disaster resilient communities. Of course, also we had the One Village Network and the One Health Initiative as well, all of which are critical issues to be discussed at this forum. The ASEAN Smart City Network, of which all ASEAN capitals are members, provides a collaborative platform where the major cities can work together towards the common goal of smart and sustainable urban development. In this regard, I'm pleased with the successful convening of the 6th ASEAN annual meeting, which was held in Bali recently, just on July 12th of this year. Likewise, the ASEAN Sustainable Urbanization Strategy helps ASEAN cities to prioritize their sustainable urbanization actions, as well as develop comprehensive action plans or viable proposals relevant with their unique context. Both initiatives complement each other, especially in catalyzing opportunities for innovative, inclusive, and sustainable urban development. Cities will therefore need to find the right combination of technologies, policy, and partners to suit their own priorities and journeys. To support such a vision, the ASEAN Secretariat convened a multi-stakeholder platform, the ASEAN Sustainable Urbanization Forum in 2021, to bridge the knowledge sharing and regional policy development, focusing on resilient recovery in cities, while promoting connectivity and learning opportunities for the ASEAN member states, ASEAN cities, and of course ASEAN people. A second ASEAN Sustainable Urbanization Forum is now being prepared and scheduled in 2025. With the vital role of cities in driving and spearheading the transformation needed towards sustainable development, the ASEAN member states would also need to build the capacity of their cities and municipalities to promote pathways toward low carbon and a climate resilient ASEAN. The pursuing carbon neutrality goes beyond environmental considerations. It also about economic transformation. Based on a recent study by Boston Consulting Group, embracing carbon neutrality transition could bring up to $5.3 trillion in economic value to ASEAN and attract up to $6.7 trillion in green investment, which would then generate up to 66 million additional jobs by 2050. Indeed, investing in green and clean technologies to foster long-term growth is pivotal. In addition, smart urban planning, citywide renewable energy adoption, as well as the implementation of circular economy practices should be encouraged as an essential step toward a sustainable future, especially in developing regions like ASEAN. Enforcing sustainability in all dimensions across ASEAN cities will require a whole-of-community approach and thereby reaffirming ASEAN's continued commitment to leave no communities behind. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, another way to achieve a low-carbon economy is to undertake digital transformation. The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated the pace of digital transformation in the region, with 400 million active internet users today. The ASEAN digital economy is projected to grow significantly and is estimated to reach $1 trillion for the regional GDP by 2030. Such potential has prompted a feasibility study on an ASEAN digital economy framework agreement, which is due for completion and to be adopted at the 55th ASEAN Economic Ministers meeting this month. The launching of the DEFA regional negotiation will be a significant achievement in ASEAN regional integration journey, as it will make a pioneer in advancing a legal binding digital economy agreement. Based on research by the UN Habitat, ASEAN cities are forecasted to drive 40% of the region's growth in the long run. Recognizing the push for greater digital transformation in cities, national and local governments should identify their priorities and needs, as well as deciding on the approaches that are relevant for the respective national and local context. This includes effort in strengthening data governance and data interoperability, as well as digital inclusivity and digital literacy for the people. These efforts will ensure resiliency is forged in urban areas, which eventually enhances regional stability. ASEAN, on its part, has consistently been working industriously to further equip the resiliency of towns and cities in the region, notably through the ASEAN Comprehensive Recovery Framework. One example is the Smart Green ASEAN Cities Program, which was launched virtually in 2021. It aims to directly contribute to reducing environmental and carbon footprints of selected ASEAN cities, while promoting energy efficiency and renewable energy. Another initiative, the Digital Financial Literacy for ASEAN Policy Note, which was also launched in 2021, aims to equip the people in the city with sufficient financial literacy, thereby enhancing their financial inclusion. The guideline contains an effective framework of policy recommendations to support policymakers and regulators in understanding, developing, and facilitating policy, and designing intervention directed at advancing the digital financial literacy of the people, particularly at the local level. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, the MGMAC and AMF can be credible platforms to deepen and broaden collaboration and partnership among ASEAN cities and local governments, as well as to catalyzing the collective efforts in attaining the ASEAN Community Vision 2025 and beyond. I would like to commend the actions and commitment made by cities and local governments in ASEAN member states through these two platforms in supporting the ASEAN community. I wish to take this opportunity also to thank the governor. Actually, yes, the ASEAN Secretary based here in Jakarta. We have the beautiful two buildings, the new one, of course, also the heritage building. At the moment, we have more than 420 staff working in the new building, but also we have the heritage building that are hosting the supporting staff from also the dialogue partner countries supporting the project. And I can say also that the ASEAN Secretary also has attracting a lot of interest, particularly from our external partners. And that's why we refer to Jakarta as the ASEAN capital. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, yeah. In fact, on that note, I always encourage the external partners that they have their embassy located outside the region to move to the ASEAN capital here in Jakarta. Some have it somewhere way far away, and they have the ambassador created to ASEAN. I would say move to Jakarta. So it's easy to work here. We have so many ambassadors that are created to ASEAN. At the moment, we have, of course, including the ASEAN member state, more than 100. So you can see this is really the center of diplomacy also in the region. At the same time, I'd like to encourage greater intercede this partnership in ASEAN to produce more tangible outcomes through pooling resources, knowledge, expertise, and capitals together. Only through synergized cooperation can we achieve the vision of ASEAN, a community of opportunities for all. In closing, may I urge all governors and mayors and the constituencies that you respectfully lead and manage to work together to build smart, resilient, and sustainable ASEAN cities for ASEAN people. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kau Kim On. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to the next agenda, allow us to present a short video. In 2024, the capital city of Indonesia will relocate to IKN Nusantara.
Ya, pemirsa, baru saja kita menyaksikan sebuah penampilan budaya yang apik sekali dalam pembukaan event kali ini. Dan juga baru saja kita mendengarkan dua buah sambutan. Yang pertama disampaikan oleh PJ Gubernur DKI Jakarta, Bapak Heru Budi Hartono, di mana Pak Heru Budi juga menyampaikan bahwa MGMAC ini diinisiasi oleh Gubernur DKI Jakarta pada tahun 2013 lalu. Kala itu adalah Bapak Joko Widodo, dan pertama kali juga diselenggarakan di Indonesia, dan kali ini diselenggarakan seiring dengan keketuaan Indonesia di ASEAN pada tahun 2023 ini yang mengusung tema besar yaitu ASEAN Matters, Epicentrum of Growth. Dan juga seperti yang kita ketahui bahwa Sekretaris Jenderal ASEAN Mr. Kau Kim Horn juga mengapresiasi pemilihan tema ini, dan ini adalah sebuah pemilihan tema yang cukup cerdas karena dirasa akan semakin menggaungkan kekuatan ASEAN di mata dunia. Dan juga baru saja kita mendengarkan sambutan yang disampaikan oleh Sekretaris Jenderal ASEAN Mr. Kau Kim Horn, dan juga berharap semoga akan lahir kolaborasi yang lebih kuat lagi antara pemimpin-pemimpin kota di ASEAN ini, dan juga bisa menghadirkan solusi-solusi terhadap berbagai persoalan yang saat ini tengah dihadapi. Jadi bisa seiring sejalan untuk belajar bersama. Dan seperti yang kita ketahui juga bahwa selain acara MGMAC ini juga akan diselenggarakan Forum Wali Kota ASEAN atau yang kita kenal dengan AMF. Dan secara latar belakang dari AMF ini pertama kalinya dibentuk pada tahun 2011 dan diselenggarakan di kota Surabaya pada waktu itu. Dan kemudian semakin dikenal pada pelaksanaannya di Makassar pada tahun 2015 lalu yang diikuti oleh kurang lebih 150 peserta. Dan diharapkan ini bisa menjadi kontribusi lokal terhadap ASEAN. Baik, kita akan melanjutkan opening ceremony ini sesaat lagi.